It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the reigning NFC champs on Sunday night primetime.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of throws downfield, and don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Slot man moves right. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Smith will come in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. The slot man in motion right. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. Fights loose. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. A great effort effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Daniels. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Throwing now is Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. To throw is Daniels. Flush to his right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket. He got enough for the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. To Barkley on the check down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Steps away to his left. Powering his way forward. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Barkley inside handoff, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Brown goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Robinson with another carry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And the Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels got his man. It's Warren. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Warren in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end. Up. First half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up... time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And now a pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
Their own 29-yard line.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, look at the juke. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Daniels. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts going to keep it running right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Daniels looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, what a move. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense back out there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Daniels. A quick throw, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. 7 yards there and a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And out now come the Eagles. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Running left, it's Barkley. Down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Dancing to his... And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The visitors' offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And and just how they envision the start of the season. Kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.